Hey everybody, I'm Q.
And I'm Flo, and we would like to welcome you to another installment of the HOTC. We're dedicating this one to the year 2000, 2001, 02, 03, 04, 05, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20. It is our wedding. 20 long years for it to all come together. We went off our separate ways, but we're still connected because we knew of each other. And back in the 2000s, I saw him.
Oh my gosh.
And we get to see together, you know. It'll be the last time I ever say this, but
that's not the truth.
It is the truth
It's
it's official now. I ain't have to wait. We in here together forever, locked up. You see them shirts here? You know, she the wife, I'm the husband. She the Q, I'm the Flo. She got the wedding ring, I got the wedding ring.
You have a wedding band.
I mean band. I ain't got no ring, I ain't got no diamonds, y'all. It's just a band. See that right there?
So
yeah.
I would literally, if I were a betting person, I would literally bet that the next episode, he's going to mention the dates again. It's going to work its way in there somehow.
I mean, probably February 20th, 2020 will, because those numbers have great significance.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, they do.
Really?
Yeah. And so if anyone asks, then they probably will force me to say it again.
Oh, gosh. Anyways.
But yeah. So we want to recap.
As forementioned.
The process, everything that we went through to get to today.
Night?
To get through today.
Oh, through today.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you said 2. I would say no. Day's gone.
No.
We did that part.
Yeah, yes.
Alrighty, so Fidel started off by leaving. He took the kids, all of them, and left. And I was here at the apartment
what are you talking
by
about?
myself. I could sleep
Hold on.
in.
Pause. What are you talking about?
This morning.
Oh, see, I thought I said leading up to. So I was just going to be like, look at the proposal video from August 7th, 2019. And that was the starting point to us leading to today.
Yeah, there's
That's
also
what I
that.
thought you were going to do.
No. Because that was so important. I don't think you guys, I got to sleep in.
Really?
Yes!
She was so upset, by the way, when more information came out after the proposal. Like, I chose the wedding day already. I chose that we were going to go to the courthouse because it was very important for the wedding date to be our wedding day. And it wasn't my goal or purpose to make it anything big or lavish, because a year from that date
Mm-hmm.
will be the actual wedding in 2021. So that was
Wait,
my goal.
What's meant is the year from the day would be the large ceremony, because today was the actual wedding. It's just supposed to be a large ceremony the year following.
So we had it changed from the courthouse to the church.
It did.
Which is
my request,
exactly.
Which is what I wanted, seeing as how he already picked the day.
And how did that even come to be? Because you accepted the courthouse.
Grudgingly. Yeah, we spoke with Pastor while we were getting everything ready for us to do our premarital counseling, and he was like, I'd be willing to do it at the church, like courthouse setting, but at the church. And I was like, yes, sir. So I talked to him. He's like, no. And I'm like, sir, you picked the date. I am already not going to have the wedding ceremony that I want.
You will.
And you're telling me that I can't even at least get married in the church. So we got married in the church. So at that point we were going to get married in the church, which was literally the only thing I was like, I really want this. That and the fact that I didn't want him in shorts or jeans. I wanted him to wear something nice, which he did. But those were my two things. Inviting a whole bunch of people was not a necessity. That was him.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
Because if it was, then we wouldn't get married till 2021. So, to make it very, very clear, I don't have anything against churches. It was all about my personality being non-traditional. So I did not want to have it in the church. I wanted to go to the courthouse to get the certificate, because that's really all that mattered to me. Then when the wedding actually comes, the real wedding, where everyone gets invited and no one feels isolated or left out, it still wouldn't be at a church. It'll be somewhere else, because I just didn't want to do it at a church. So it happened anyway. We ended up inviting more people more people, because it was originally just going to be the crew.
No.
And then it was, let me talk, because this is my time.
No, because you keep interrupting me. In his mind, it was going to be just the crew. In his mind. And I told him.
It was something small, because we talked to the crew about it.
No, we hadn't talked to the crew about it at that point in time when you told me that.
Witnesses, there was like, oh, we would love to be there. I don't know if that was by face or by text, but they were involved. They were the first ones on the list.
It was by text. And again, not that I absolutely love the crew. Love you all. You're in here forever. So I'm not saying I didn't want you guys, but that was in your mind. They were on the imaginary list that you came up with by yourself.
And then you added your brother and sister, and then the list grew. By the end of it, by the end of it, we selected people that were a part of our lives since the day we met,
way back,
or contributed to the development of our relationship. So everyone that got an invitation, there was of meaning to it. Mm-hmm. And the funny thing is, it was actually 20 people.
Okay.
If my number is correct, it was a total of 20 people invited.
Are you sure? Because we have couples.
It was 20 people invited.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it was 20 people invited altogether.
Cool.
Yeah. We got married in 2020. Wow. We've known each other for 20 years. 20 people. That's pretty interesting.
He brought it up again.
I didn't bring it up.
We've known each other for 20 years. It's practically the same thing.
We've known each other for 20 years. And then there are 20 people invited. If I'm counting that right, I think it was 20 people. That's pretty cool. Not all 20 people came, but
yeah,
those people who got the invitation, that's why they were invited.
With the augmentation of a select few who should have or could have been invited but weren't, just because of work, space, all those good things. Because we did have a limit as to how many, since this was supposed to be a courthouse type ceremony. So not a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. So back to you being free.
Being free.
Of the kids.
Yeah. Everyone was gone. It was great. I mean, I really didn't sleep in because I had stuff I had to do. Like, I woke up and I started cleaning up and like just kind of fixing up the apartment. But and then my aunt, and my mom's husband came. But I didn't have to wake up and get anybody ready for school or take them to school or have to hear, I want cereal or anything like that. I woke up and just kind of was like, it's quiet.
Yeah, I left with everybody, dropped them off, went to go wash the car, had my suit, charged the car, dropped my son off at my grandparents and got dressed there too with my mom and my brother. And we're getting closer to the time. And she lets me know that her sister and grandmother are already at the church. That's around like 11.
An hour early.
11 o'clock or so.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was 11 o'clock, 10:45. My dad was there too, so I'm getting dressed now. And then I decided to tune in to the apartment, and I just see somebody just sitting there. And I'm like, who is sitting in the couch? I'm texting, I'm calling, no one's responding. But there's a living, breathing person sitting over here on the couch. I'm like, she getting cold feet? Is she in a whole nother world? What is happening right now? And I just see the leg just, doing all of this and stuff, looking down at the phone. And I'm just like, oh, so you ain't responding on purpose. Oh, okay. I see how it is. Yeah. So I'm outside in the backyard fully dressed, and she finally calls. And I'm like, what the heck are you doing? And she gonna ask me if I'm getting cold feet. I'm like, I'll be asking you over there dangling your foot on the couch, not responding to my text.
He did not say all of that.
But yeah, once she got on the phone, she told me it was her aunt that was sitting there. And I was like, wow, it looked just like him. It looked just like he's sitting over there on that couch. So yeah.
Oh, that was
no cold feet.
No.
I was raised, ain't no such thing as pressure. Ain't nothing to be nervous about. Because when you prepare, that means you're prepared for that day. So what you scared and nervous for now? No.
So, sorry, side note. Did you prepare for the proposal?
Mm-hmm.
So why were you scared and nervous while you were proposing?
Back to the wedding recap.
Exactly. Yeah, no, he called. I was getting dressed. I, told him that was my auntie. And then they were getting dressed. And then, of course, my aunt and my mom, more so my aunt, they were helping me with my hair because I couldn't. Like, I had the general idea. The execution of, the fine details.
Yeah.
So I told my auntie, I was like, so glad you came with them because,
Help me.
Yeah, literally, I peeked out, I'm like, Nan, come here, I need help, I didn't have to hit it. So she fixed it.
Which I think that's what led to you being late-ish to the wedding.
I was not late, I was on
there.
time.
No, you weren't.
I was.
Everyone was there. And they're asking me, where's Q at? I don't know where she's at. I don't know. She should have been here already. So the photographer, the videographer, all in one. He was there. We did a couple of shoots. Went downstairs, talked to everybody. Standing around at the altar and thinking it was going to be me the whole time. Just kidding. And pastor came, was like, where's the paperwork? She got it. Oh, she really making sure she got the spotlight today. Showing up late, got the paperwork, all that. Luckily, we do the tracker on ourselves. And so I was like, oh, okay, she on the freeway. She's on the way. All right, she in the parking lot. Let's do this.
So we put on the invitations 12 o'clock, and that was suggested so that everyone would be there, but it didn't start until 12:30.
And she still didn't show up at 12:30.
I did too. So this you don't know.
Because he said if everyone's there early, then he'll start early. And so we were not able to start early in accordance to the time that everyone else thought we were supposed to begin because you showed up late.
I didn't show up late. I was there before 12:30.
You were not there at 12, so therefore it's late.
No, because I wasn't meant for me to have to be there at 12.
To be on time is to be there early.
And I was
when
there.
When you're there on time, that means you're late.
I was there before 12:30.
Not in accordance to everybody else.
I'm not talking about everybody else.
So
Anyways.
What's going on?
Anyways. So I got there and, some of the crew was out there and Pastor Manuel was out there and, was he out there? Yeah, the videographer, photographer was out there. And I'm like, oh, okay. And so I'm getting ready, like, literally to walk in. And they're like, no. I'm like, okay, well, I have to go to the bathroom. So go to the bathroom, come out, you know, do my last minute changes and everything, get my shoes on. And then I come out and they're like, wait, no. Because they're doing their video thing. So then I had to go back in the bathroom. So I'm there. I'm at church all this time. I just wasn't.
The video thing?
Yeah, because he wanted to do like video messages. Yeah. Oh. And that they decided that was when they were some of them were gonna do theirs. So I'm at the church. I'm just not allowed to go in to the sanctuary. So I go back into the bathroom and I'm like, I'm just gonna be here until someone gets me. And so then I go out. And then I'm still not allowed to go into the sanctuary. So everybody else goes in first. And then Dominique was out there and she's, you know.
First? You came out right along with the ladies.
No. Like.
You were at the end.
No, there were other people out there. And yeah, so they went in and then I think Janika went in. Dominique held the door for me and like she took like my bag and all my other stuff. And then so she went in after me. And so in my head, I was already going to be in the sanctuary, up at the front, and then it's like, okay, time to go. I just stand up. There was not going to be any walking down for people to see me or anything like that. That's exactly what happened. So I was like, why? No.
How did that make you feel?
I did not like it. Again, I don't like surprises. Nervous.
See? No nervous over here. Ain't no pressure.
That's not true.
But as they were walking in,
see the pictures.
I have no glasses on, by the way. No. All my extra eyes are nowhere to be found. And so I see all the ladies walk in. So I'm like, okay, she's still in here yet. All right. So I look in the direction of your grandmother, like that side. Okay. And I'm just sitting over here waiting. All right. All of a sudden, I see yellow at the side of my eye. I'm like, what in the what? One, because I like what I see. Two, it wasn't necessarily yellow, which was fine.
Exactly.
Because we're not going to get into that. Anyway, next thing was thigh high. Showing all them thighs, girl. What? No, what? Hey, all I have to say, Damon.
Yes.
It was not planned, but I showed it likes. Showed it likes.
Yeah.
If he was recording that, you would see my eyes get big.
Yeah. I think it was, he had it and he just had it like focused down.
Yeah. He didn't have from behind me. Looking in your direction or up close to where you can see me.
Yeah, no, it's just like the whole.
Yeah, it was a nice dress.
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah.
Color. I mean, pretty much it was exactly what I wanted. Except, as I told her, I personally had envisioned it a little bit shorter.
Shorter?
Or, I'm sorry, a little, I keep doing that.
Like, how much high you want to go? In the house of the Lord.
No, I envisioned it to be a little bit longer, so it would like be around the knee area, not the thigh area. And we kind of...
For it to be a train kind of to the bottom of your feet.
Yeah, like that I figured it wasn't going to be that long, because I didn't want it to touch the floor just because, you know, I'm not tall. So I didn't want to accidentally step on it or anything like that.
That's true. You're 4'11", man.
I'm 5'1". Anyways, so, I mean, longer than what it was, but she was calling out numbers and I was trying to have him look and he's like, yeah, like mid-thigh. And so that's
when she showed it, it looked like where we wanted it to be. When I saw it visual and she hemmed that thing up, I was like, yeah, because that's like 2 inches.
Even when she hemmed
above the knee. So I'm like, all right, that's pretty cool. And I could see the train was actually literally behind you. So I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty nice.
Even when she hemmed it was higher than the 2 inches you were thinking.
I wasn't there when it was all said and done, so.
Well, no, but I'm saying, like, when
I was surprised and I like.
Right. So, but it was a beautiful dress. Thank you very much. And she did not have very much time, but she did a great job.
We gave her 4 weeks.
Yeah.
And we gave the videographer literally 6 days.
Yeah.
A lot of the stuff was last minute. Fashion Nova didn't come through.
God will make a way.
So I mean, yeah, it was really last minute.
Yeah, so she did let me know, for the next time, 6 to 8 months. So I got that knowledge now.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
there's gonna be a lot of hemming.
Hemming.
Yeah, a lot of hemming and tailoring for next year, because I am not gonna be looking like this in 2021. It's gonna be some meat on me. Be a brand new guy.
Like what?
That suit I got tailored will be tights.
Okay.
I probably won't be able to put it on. That's my goal.
Well, that is some $100 wasted then, because you've only worn it once.
I can wear it to work.
Oh, okay. Let me see. Yeah, so nervous going down there, and then it was odd being in front of everybody like that. Like, I'm not adverse to public speaking. I'm okay with it. But just in that type of setting, it was odd.
That's not even public speaking.
No, I know, but I'm saying, like, a lot of people
just standing there.
A lot of people are like, well, if you're standing in front of a group, like, people get nervous. That doesn't really make me nervous, but that setting.
Walking down the aisle did.
Yes. Because it was like a surprise. That was not my plan. And then.
Well, I could tell. I felt as though the people that we had come, looking at us, had to have seen us like a bunch of lost little kids. I had no idea what I was doing up there. No idea. I was just standing there, hand behind my back, hands in the front.
Yeah.
Looking at her. Wait, no, I'm not supposed to look at her. I'm supposed to look at him, right? Or am I supposed to look at the people? I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I don't know. All in movies did not prepare me for anything. Because the moment you get up there, which is why wedding rehearsals, I guess, are important. So that's something that I learned. But yeah, we had to look like a bunch of little lost puppy dogs up there. Because I heard my dad chuckle, because I'm like, I know he sees that I look lost up there. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. Instantly turned into a child.
Looked at you and I looked at the pastor. I didn't really, like, every now and then I would look, but mostly you and him.
I didn't know if I was supposed to hold your hand the whole time or just look at your hand.
So that part,
no,
I was like, are we supposed to keep our hands to ourselves? Like,
take her by the hand, put the ring on. In my head, I grabbed the wrong hand. But in actuality, I did grab the right one. I was like
I made sure to put it
okay,
there.
this as the ring goes on, this is the right hand. Okay, cool.
But what was he doing? There's I can't think of it. I can't think of what he said when I think it was the vows and he was doing, because he did yours first, and he said something and like he kept doing that. I can't.
25 push-ups?
No, that has nothing to do with the vows.
But he did say that though.
No, I can't. There was one part where he was saying something, and like it made everybody laugh, made me laugh, and then for me, the obey, and I think I heard quite a few people in there laugh and chuckle like. It's like it's a work in progress, getting better at it. It's a learning process, right? No, you don't know what I'm talking about?
I'm still trying to remember what you're talking about.
I cannot.
But yes.
I remember his face though.
It is a learning process because you just be telling me stuff.
Do I now?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
Like what?
And I'll be like, okay, cool.
What? Like what?
That's not for this episode. We're doing a wedding recap.
Okay, so we'll just talk about that after this. Just do this. Yeah, so we took a lot more pictures than I expected.
If we coordinated it better and actually had an idea of pictures, it wouldn't have been that many.
Yeah.
Because we was like, so pictures. And everyone still sat there. I'm like, oh, anybody want to take pictures with us? Oh,
yeah.
That kind of stung. But I just thought that hear or didn't really know either.
I don't think they heard him say like, yeah, we can make a line so whoever wants to take pictures.
Yeah. So we just started calling people up.
Yeah. We did us and the pastor and the crew.
We made Mama Ingram work extra hard because we didn't know what the heck we were doing, so she had to move around more than once.
Yeah. Fussing.
So yeah, it was a whole collection of pictures.
Mm-hmm. And then of course the pictures people took on their phones.
It got hot. Man, it was hot.
You know what was hot?
Taking the pictures and stuff. Started getting a little steamy in there. The sun was rising.
Yeah.
Peak hours. And so after that, then we went ahead and went to Olive Garden. Which we had the crew there. We had we didn't have the crew. We had some crew members. Yeah. We had some cabin crew members.
Yeah.
We had my mom, my brother, my dad, my aunt, my grandmother, and all of her family had to leave.
Yeah. We had to travel back to the desert.
Back on to the desert.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that was it.
It was fun. It was a fun day. It was a fun day. It was a long day, but it was a fun day.
You ready to do it again?
No.
Why not? We got 12 months to plan.
Exactly.
So you ready?
Somebody else will plan it.
No.
Figure it out.
It's our day.
You know what?
We are going to plan it.
You and I need to talk about the whole dress situation.
Why?
Because I don't know what to have now.
You can wear the same one for all I know. Much we dropped on that thing.
It was not even that much.
It's a lot for me, who was expecting nothing.
Why are you expecting nothing?
I wasn't expecting you to go and make a dress or get a dress made.
And even if I bought a dress,
it would have been way cheaper.
Depending on the dress.
The only reason I bought a suit for work and decided to use it for a wedding.
Yeah, I know.
And forgot it was at the tailor too for months.
I know. Because I was the one who picked it up at the original shop and then picked it up from the tailor. I know.
Yeah, so we're not expecting.
Actually,
that was a lot of last minute stuff.
It was. Wasn't that the suit that you were supposed to wear for Dominique's prom themed birthday party? That's not the dark blue that was supposed to match my navy blue dress? Yeah, it was.
Oh, shoot.
So that thing has been sitting for a long time.
Dang.
Since August.
Shout out to my tailor for holding on to it, though.
Mm-hmm.
That was...
Good man. Yeah.
Damn, it's over 6 months. Good Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was from August all the way until when we picked that up? January?
Mm-hmm.
That's a long time.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Long time.
Yeah, so
5 months.
Yes.
I want people to know that I'm good at numbers. Because I really am.
I think, well, I mean, that was pretty much it. Olive Garden was the last event, I guess you could say, for the day.
Yeah, we did decide to have like an after get together.
Mm-hmm.
But that kind of didn't happen and yet got cut short. So
yeah,
I guess money saved on our part. We got prepared, but we didn't do the rest. So I guess
I was absolutely okay with that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's nighttime. It's time to pop a few blue chews. So we have an extended session.
Seriously?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Pop a few of them. See if there's any difference.
Between 1 and 2?
No, just any difference
between... you with and without?
Yeah. See if I'm entered into a brand new world.
It's a whole new world.
Well, I wanted to say a brand new world.
Okay.
Don't.
Sorry.
No.
Your remix.
Yeah, that's my rendition. You killed it.
My bad.
It's all good. But that's the end of it. We're gonna close it out. Actually, no, we're not.
There's something else we have to talk about.
There's something else. Dun dun dun.
There's something I wanted to share.
And I wanted to share with her live, right here on the camera. Before
Yay. Because I love surprises.
I know, she really doesn't. But I felt it would be good for the village to be a part of this occasion. You guys have been strong supporters, listeners, watchers. We're officially, on the Apple Podcast now. We're working on other things so you can hear us on different platforms as well. But I wanted to share this.
You just did this video.
No.
Oh,
no. So I just wanted to, share. Disclosure in the beginning, because I'm extremely nervous, is that we did a video before, and we always pride ourselves on being honest, open, transparent in our communication, in our relationship, and with you, the village, as well. And I have a confession. I was not completely open when we talked about the demon. I was specific on our relationship. I didn't tell the whole background story, where it came from, how it was developed. I just focused it on the relationship aspect of it. And so I felt it was appropriate to talk about the origins of the demon.
Now?
Yes. As I get into it, what?
I don't see how that's stupid. This is not, excuse me. In my mind, the night of our wedding is not time for you to decide to backtrack and give the rest of the history of the demon.
Yeah. So this is Floydell's hot seat, because I wanted to discuss the origin so the people will know and they can actually see the testimony in the process of the demon being in existence, where it was in our relationship when we filmed it, and moving into the future. So I have my iPad here to make sure I don't miss anything, because I don't want to sit here and come back and do this all over again. So we're going to talk about the birth of the demon. And so what it is and where it all came from. I liken it to, a lot of us have seen the movie Us by Jordan Peele. And there's always that doppelganger, that opposite of you. So for me, I first realized that type of individual for myself. It looked just like me, but the eyes were completely red. So they were completely red, and it's scary. That had the afro with the dreadlock type up top curl. It's just, yeah, it was not anything pretty. So whenever there was any joy, happiness, any of that stuff that comes into my spirit, that is literally what I see every single time, speaking to me to do the opposite, to ensure that that feeling doesn't exist any further or any longer. So it all started when I was young, extremely young. I think I was like 9 or 10, and I had a dream. I was in a very, very dark forest, and there was something chasing after me. But I started running as fast as I can, and I literally got scared. And so in the dream, I'm screaming, but in reality, my parents are hearing me wailing in a sense, or wheezing in a sense. So I'm screaming for my mother the whole time, reality, but in the dream, I'm like, Mom, Mommy, screaming. I get caught. And so from that moment on, my mother woke me up, rushed me to the hospital. I forgot what they call it. I was diagnosed with bronchitis, and I ended up having some type of reaction or some type of attack in that moment. So that's where it started. I was like 9 or 10 at that time. So moving forward, every time I got extremely angry, extremely upset, or anything like that, it gave a little bit more fuel. It pretty much added pieces to create this entire entity, this entire demon. So not to cast any aspersions on anybody in my family, But anytime there was any arguments that are happening, my name was brought up, added something to it. Every time something didn't go well at school, it added more fuel. Every time me and my brothers got into it, it added more fuel. Every time I felt as though I was being isolated from my brothers or my family, it added more fuel to it. As I get older, rejected from the women, added more fuel to it. And so when college came, as you guys have watched the video before, I decided, you know what? I've been trying to get happy, but then I get extremely upset and mad, and to the point there I scare myself. There was one occasion when I scared my brothers. I think it was RL to be exact. My dad did, I don't know what my dad did, but I remember being in the room, I literally snapped. And my brother was scared. He ran out the room. Yeah, I was upset. I can't remember what it was, but I remember that image vividly. And so as I got older, when those situations would happen, whatever brought joy, I would push away. Whatever brought sadness, I would relish and enjoy myself in that type of emotion or feeling. Any type of, there was a season, a time, even it's still relevant today when it comes to dark movies. So any of those dark movies, I enjoy watching them. Scary horror films, it's just all about depression, scare, entities, all of that. I felt more, I took a liking to the movies. I'll put it like that. So that is...
Not I.
No, and even now I'll be wanting to watch it because it's scary, but then for me it kind of takes it. It's relevant to what it is that I felt that I went through, and so all of this time, anytime it gets a little dark, like even like outside, as far as the weather or anything, I will feel as though the entity is there, which is not any ghost or anything like that. Just, I have this rush over me as though the demon in me is standing behind me, trying to encourage me to do something. There are moments when heightened happiness has happened in our relationship, in which I would actually see it like mentally telling me like, hey, I'm coming up, this is what you doing, man. You ain't been showing me no love, stuff like that. And that's where the constant self-talk comes from, that I'm worthy, worthy of happiness. God has blessed me of this, all that positivity that we talked about with the Gants. Mm-hmm. So once before. So I just wanted to give you guys the birth, and that's really where it stems from, the demon moving forward. You guys will see that, have seen that in the other video. If you haven't, go back and watch it because it put a pretty huge, I wouldn't say bump, pothole in the potential future of our relationship. Because that's something that would need to be not, one, it was addressed, but two, it needed to be resolved and handled. Otherwise, it would affect the direction in which we wanted to go. AKA, spotlight on these rings here. So we're moving closer now that you know that's the birth. You have any questions, you can always comment on any of our social media sites, so that way you can get more information on it from me if you like. So you got LifeWithQFLO on Instagram, LifeWithQFLO at gmail.com. Okay. You got Living with QFLO on the YouTube, on Facebook, and on Instagram. So you can go to any of those social media sites and ask for the questions if you like. Because she doesn't know. This will be the first and probably last time we ever coordinate an episode, record it, and she has no clue of what's going on. So I need to move forward so when the camera goes off, I'm not knocked upside the head with the pot that we cooked with earlier today. So, yes. So we're moving closer to the date. And so now we're a full 7 days before the wedding. It's February 13th. So this song came on. So this song I'm going to play for you right now as soon as I let you. Well, I'm gonna play it for you right now. And that song is the song that you listen to. If you didn't catch it, didn't see it, whatever the case may be, because if you're on the podcast, you can't see the visual. So it was Time Off. It's a song by starRo and Kyle Dion. And so that song just put me in it put me in a pre-funeral type of emotion. Like, the funeral is to come, but it hasn't came yet. And the fact that I know that it's coming created more excitement to celebrate the death of the demon. So I was on my lunch break, and that's where I really experienced that moment. It was like, it literally for me, it foreshadowed the death and provided so much clarity on what God wants marriage to be like, how he orchestrates your life for specific reasons, for a specific purpose, and gets you in preparation for his gift to you. So just like Adam worked super, super, super hard in the Garden of Eden, but he was there alone. God didn't see fit from that, so he created woman for the man. So with us, and our lives are completely different. We didn't walk the righteous way of the Lord. We went to the left and had a party time and came back. She had one child, I have two. So we didn't do it the right way, but that journey through it all put us in a position to be perfect soulmates for one another. So that was the clarity that I saw. And I played that song for 1 hour crying the entire time because there was so much joy and happiness like filled up from my feet to my head. And I'm 6'6", y'all. So that's a whole fill up right there. And as I played the song more and more, for me, it felt as though the demon was having less and less control over me and existence in my spirit and in my life.
That's a good thing.
So the foreshadowing, that was all the foreshadowing, which brought on the excitement for February 20th, because it's not only our wedding day, it's also, and it was also an internal funeral service. It was a memorial, a day of renewal because the demon no longer exists. And I credit that not only to God, not only to some of the work I was doing, but also to my wife, who God designed to be that perfect mate for me. If it hadn't been for you, this wouldn't even happen.
Yeah, this definitely wouldn't happen.
But because of that, now I don't have anything harboring over me each and every day, something I have to worry, bear, carry, and deal with, because she has encouraged me to be more vulnerable and face the problem rather than trying to suppress it on a daily basis. So not only because of that, I actually said it all, even though I said it a little differently on here. So yeah, I just thank you for helping me kill the darkness from within. And we will all get a response from her. And I'm glad she's not crying, because I didn't want this to be an emotional thing. I didn't plan on crying either. But no, I'm glad I didn't cry because I thought I would be. Let me put it that way. But I would say this in closing on my end, so that way we can hear from her. I want you to know, because I'm just so happy about this. And again, this came from the heart. I just put it on paper so I make sure I don't mess it up. So I want you to know, I will search for you through 1,000 worlds and 1,000 lifetimes until I find you. So at any point in which we're not in the same vicinity, my spirit is going to be searching for you, because I feel that there isn't much that I could do without you being there with me and in my life. Daisy, that's what I call it. Just y'all never knew this, but now y'all do. Daisy, you are my number one, and you have me, and this is kind of corny because I'm corny, to infinity and beyond.
Oh gosh.
So yeah, that was my impromptu after wedding video. Yeah. response is.
Still waiting for my apology for surprising me yet again.
Yeah.
Knowing I do not like surprises.
You'll get surprised after the video.
I'll get surprised?
Apologized. Gee, I'm speaking something else into existence. I will apologize to you after we're done with the video.
I really don't have a response. I mean, I'm glad to know that, you know, the demon is officially, you know, dead and buried, decapitated, whatever you want to call or say, so that it's no longer ever going to come back.
Okay. You've been watching a little bit too much True Blood, using the word decapitated.
Well, I mean, because, you know,
chopping heads off and stuff.
Then it's like more final. It's like
well,
they say
natural hard work.
I'd say like True Blood, it's the true death.
Yes.
So
I experienced true death.
No, you didn't.
I did.
You did not.
I did experience the true death of the demon. The demon is gone.
The demon experienced the true death.
Well,
you just witnessed it.
Oh, well, yeah.
Gosh.
That makes more sense.
It does. That's okay. But yeah, so I'm happy to know that you are very corny, but that's part of what I like, because I'm pretty corny myself.
Yeah, we like to eat our vegetables, so there's a lot of corn in the house.
That was bad. That was bad.
That's right.
Should have tried something with carrots. That would have been better.
Yeah, but corny and carrots don't go together.
You said vegetables. Anyways, yeah, like I said, I only have. Glad that that's gone. Hopefully it isn't something that comes back in any type of way, or something that tries to come back, I guess I should say.
The only thing that will come back will be Jesus, because ain't nothing resurrecting over here.
All right, so sounds good. Yeah, I don't. This is the reason why I don't like surprises. People expect things, but you don't know what they expect because you didn't know that something was going to happen. So he expected a response, but I have no response because I didn't know that I was going to need to respond to something. So there you go.
Gotta always be prepared. You never know.
You were prepared.
Yeah, I was prepared,
exactly.
But you saw the lights, the camera, the action.
Yes, and when
I'll be ready to hear.
No. When I asked, what are we talking? It's our day after the wedding, or it's our night of the wedding. So I don't know why I said day after the wedding, but it's our night of the wedding. So
because of your whole the day starts tonight, you probably threw yourself off.
Oh hush, but yeah. So
oh hush, that is true.
I did not flipping call. I did not say the day starts the night. At no point did I say that. No. I said in preparation for the night. So you prepare for what happens at night, especially your wedding night, during the daytime. Mental preparation. There's no the day is the night for the night. There's none of that.
Oh, okay.
Jeez and crackers.
That's what I heard.
Because that's what Carl said.
Oh. Well, she just corrected me just now, so now I know. It's been a few hours confused.
Yeah. You and I'm pretty sure everybody else at the table. Or everybody else at the table who heard. But, yeah. I'm sure I'll think of something later after I've had time to, process all that has been said. So.
Sounds good. Well, that has been the episode for today. In conclusion, I would like to say that be patient. Don't be so quick to get into a relationship or quick to even marry. Take the time that you need to discover yourself, addressing all issues, all issues that you know of, all the knowns in your life. Make sure you have those understood so you can truly understand who you are as a person because in that spirit, in that mind frame, you'll be able to express and explain when you have that partner standing there right beside you, so that way they can understand whatever problem that you're having, so they can help you get through it, or know what not to do to invoke whatever reaction that might, set you off. Like for her, she don't like surprises, which is why she hasn't been speaking that much. So I have known, but then anyway, to express and talk about this particular episode to you guys. So be patient. God will reveal to you that soulmate, and in doing so, sometimes there are things you're not able to handle on your own, and that's why God has that perfectly designed person for you to help you push through and help memorialize whatever that situation is that you have, so it isn't prevalent and alive throughout your marriage, because you do not want to engage in that for it to dissolve, because then that is truly going to affect the soul of a person, because their mate is no longer with them. Yeah. In other words, when God has designed for two individuals to be together, they will be together until the end. Because that one soul can't be without the other. That's why it's soulmate. Y'all glued and connected as one, for as long as y'all both shall live on this earth and thereafter.
Okay.
Yeah, together in heaven. Mm-hmm. So that is the end of it. You can, if you want to join the hot seat, or you have any topics that you want us to talk about in the future, or we might just say, ooh, that's a good one, we got to talk about that, and bring somebody on too to help get a different perspective. Make sure you email us to LifeWithQFLO@gmail.com. That's LifeWithQFLO@gmail.com. Other than that, we have the social media sites up. There's going to be Living with QFLO on Facebook, Living with QFLO on the Facebook, and Living...
You said the Facebook.
I did?
Yes, this is the first...
What?
You said Facebook and then you said the Facebook.
Anyway, okay, so I'm going to keep this in here because I want to do it my way. So on the YouTube, we're going to be Living with QFLO, where we have two different playlists going right now. We have the Hot Seat Podcast, and we have Living with QFLO, which is us and the kids doing fun stuff, whatever, blah, blah, blah. There is another one that will eventually be coming out, so make sure you subscribe and hit those notifications on so you can see the new playlist that we're going to put out there. In addition to Living with QFLO on the YouTube, we got the book face. The book face is right there, Living with QFLO, where we're now. If you have seen and will see that, because you guys have been such strong supporters with the comment, the likes, we have grown to a little bit over 200 people. Man, that's astounding. We're reaching 22,000 people per month. That's powerful stuff. And so you guys are the true troopers. Y'all the village. And so instead of giving exclusive rights to YouTube, we're going to actually extend all of our episodes to Facebook as well. So you don't have to click links. You can just watch us straight right on there, all the episodes. We will make sure they're in order moving forward as we tag on the different playlists in YouTube itself, which is pretty cool. I was able to figure that out, so that's been pretty dope. So any of the previous episodes, only on the YouTube. I suggest you go back and watch those anyway, and then get caught right on up on Facebook moving forward. That way you have two different platforms where you can watch us.
Right.
Lastly, we got the Insta Ham. So we'll be putting some meaty things up there. We got some little posts. We'll put different quotes from me, from her, little clips of the video, so you can get a little teaser of what's going on and what's coming. And whenever we have any special guests and stuff like that. So we support all of you guys on all of our social media sites. We appreciate it. If you haven't joined them, please join them. Want to communicate with us, you know how to do it. So
I've been Q.
And I've been Flo. And we gonna float on up out of here. See you next week.